Hello guys, taking our rights back again. So I'm out with my pal just behind us, Paul C. Link will be down there in the description. If you like your tunes, go over and check him out. Please subscribe to his channel as well, show him some love. So there's an Arctic Monkeys concert on at the old Riverside Stadium, so I thought it would be rude not to check it out. It's in my own backyard, so let's go. And I'll come back to you if and when. I mean, you might not even see this video, so if you've heard this up to now, then something's happened. If you've seen up to now, then something's happened. Come back to you guys, maybe. Enough. So what I was saying to you earlier, right, if there was, you know, a badge to be designed like the thin blue line,
right?
Your thin blue line, if there was a badge designed to represent the people who died or maybe murdered in police custody, would you wear one?
I'm not sure.
Come on.
I'm not sure. Couldn't say either way.
Why? Can I ask you why not?
Because I like this one.
Yeah, no, you could keep that one on too.
No, I paid for this one.
Yeah, but what if you got one free?
I don't take free things.
Do you know, because like I was trying to say it earlier, but the drums were on, so I don't know if you heard me. No one wants to see a police officer die, right? And no one wants to see a member of the public die, do we?
Nope, definitely not.
So I think if there was a sign or a symbol, whatever you want to call it, designed, right, to represent people who died or murdered in some cases, unfortunately, in police custody, that it helped bring the police and the community together.
Some people might, some people might not.
I asked your other colleagues up there and they both said yeah.
So
Do you know what I mean?
I like this one. I'm a fan of blue.
Yeah, but you could keep that on.
I don't know where else to put it.
There.
No, you don't have to like pay for someone to sew it on.
What have we done it for now for you?
Who?
Me?
You sew? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sort it on for you.
It's proper seamstress.
I done home economics at school, you know. Would you, Sarge? If we went to the powers above, seriously, if we went to the powers above, right, and we got a badge, like, I don't know, or whether you'd have to go and see, right, to get a badge designed, right, you know, like the blue line, no one wants to see any police die, do we? And no one wants to see, well, exactly, and that was my next thing, and no one wants to see members of the public die, right?
Nobody.
But unfortunately, the way the world is, people die in police custody, just like your colleagues fall when they're on duty. So if you're wearing a sign like that to represent colleagues who's died, why not wear one to represent people who've been murdered or died in police custody?
You can't wear that many, can you?
Well, so there wouldn't be enough room to fit someone.
I don't want to wear any.
I know.
I like all, so I don't want to represent any.
But don't you think, though, because of the divide there is with the police and the public, that if you wear them something like that, that would bring that bridge back together?
Could do, but the problem is, you can't please everybody, can you?
You can't please everybody. But you can't. No, you can't please everyone, Sarge, right? But what it is, at the end of the day, you work, right, to protect and serve. You work for the crown, but basically, you're there to keep us safe, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if anyone come up and ran up and battered me, now you'll jump in and arrest them, wouldn't you? Because you'd keep me safe, wouldn't you? Or if I done that to someone, you'd arrest me for doing that, wouldn't you? So that's what I'm saying, it'd help build that bridge, wouldn't it? So would you wear one?
No, I wouldn't wear any.
Because I'm going to try to get one designed.
I wouldn't lie to you, I wouldn't wear any.
Well, at least you're honest.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be good if...
I like the sentiment though.
Do you? Do you think it's a good idea? Come here, Sarge, just 2 seconds. Do you think it's... I know, sorry. Do you think it's a good idea?
If it's supporting people who've been hurt, then of course it is, but...
And, right, so I am going to try and do that. And hopefully get one designed. And hopefully cops like him who are wearing them.
You can only ask, can't you?
Yeah. If you don't ask, you don't get, do you? Sergeant, listen, stay safe and thanks for your time. So unfortunately, guys, I've got the two dead on my lab. Dead on the lab saying they will, and then we've got two whoppers saying they won't. Well, let me just turn this off. Switching on. let's go. I am a yo.
I am.
Good, good, good. Hey, what's that, Sarge? What's that yellow one for?
Yeah.
This?
It's just because I'm a bronze commander.
So what
but
does that
I'm not
mean?
doing it today, but I couldn't find the other ones.
Alright, so what does bronze commander mean?
It just means that sometimes I organise people in the footy matches.
Oh, I don't know why you were going behind me there, mister. I got paranoid. I got paranoid there. I thought you was going to...
It just sometimes you're directed. So basically, when I'm doing bronze commandering, I would be directing people on the ground at like the football matches.
Right.
But I'm not doing it today, but I couldn't find my other ones. So I have to do
Are you
it.
Cleveland?
I am.
Are you? Alright. So do we have many of these then?
Concerts?
Yeah,
No, not
you
that
don't
many.
do
We
it?
did the Killers last year.
Yeah.
Normally just footy matches.
So how many of you have been deployed here?
I think there's about 3 vans.
3 vans?
Yeah.
Full vans?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, where, so are most of
Well,
them in there then?
it's a Middlesbrough Football Club event.
Events, yeah.
So they're the ones who are all the stewards, and then we're
Yeah.
just here for public safety.
Yeah, like public order.
No, we're there to do everything to do in the ground, and we're just
Yeah,
here
but if there was
to
any
welcome.
public- yeah, if there was any public
if
order,
they
you
detain
should-
somebody with say with drugs on them or been assaulting somebody, then that's where we do.
Yeah, but if you've seen that, you'll jump in, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, that's
Do you know what I mean? What, so Middlesbrough Police, Middlesbrough Football Club have basically rented the stadium out, haven't they?
Yeah,
And
which
then-
their staff who were running it as well.
Yeah, but then you have to pay yours as well.
Yes.
They pay Cleveland Police. Yours
Yeah.
will give them a bill, won't you,
Yes,
to come and police this?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the same like as the football
For the
season,
football, yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not full cost recovery though. I don't think there's any
Isn't
club
it?
in the country does full cost recovery.
Right.
So you'll get a big match and there'll be police officers who don't get paid for by the club.
Okay. Right. I didn't know that.
Generally just pay for the ones that go inside the stadium.
Right. Okay. So where you based at then?
Can't bother.
Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
How long have you been a cop?
28 years.
28 years. I've always been based at Middlesbrough.
All over.
Where's all over?
Used to do the mountain branch. Used to
Oh,
do
we
that,
go.
yeah.
We haven't got a mountain
Yeah.
branch now, have we?
Closed down.
So we shared it with Northumbria.
Don't share it. We buy them in and we eat them.
Alright, so
We have
so
to pay
on the
them.
match you have to give them money.
Yeah.
Obviously it'll come out of there, I should imagine. The
Yes.
club. Right, I want to have a look at your uniform if that's okay, Sarge.
fine.
I want to have a look at every single one of yours and then I want to come back and ask you the question if that's okay. Thank you. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to inspect your uniforms if that's alright. Sergeant said I can, so
Yeah.
I'd just like to have a look. And I'm quite impressed. You haven't got anything on like you shouldn't have. So why I wanted to do that, let me just have a look at that guy in there. The reason I wanted to do that is because you wear a symbol, the blue line.
Right.
What's that represent?
What are you talking about?
So they wear a flag with some cops with a blue line through it. It's like a Union Jack, but it's got a blue line.
Yeah, it's just like a police badge, I think. But I don't know.
I know I can see none of you, unless you've got it on under there, I don't know.
Yeah, some
What's it
people-
to represent though? That's what I'm asking.
It's just a police badge.
Yeah,
It's just to
so-
represent so the blue line is representative of the police force.
Right.
Of like a bit of comradeship in the police force.
Right, so
Know the connotations to it as I'm aware, otherwise they wouldn't let them wear it, would they?
Right, so I was led to believe by another cop
Yeah.
that it was for cops that've been, shall we say, fallen.
Oh, right. Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So no one wants to see any of you
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
No one wants to see anyone die anyway, do we? But what I'd like to do, right? Because do you see that there's a separation between the police and the public? Do you think there's a gap that needs?
Well, there's always going to be, isn't there?
Right.
Because generally we only come into contact with people when they've done something wrong.
Well,
and we're there to. So you're either a victim or you're an offender half the time.
So what am I? Now, right now,
You're just somebody chatting.
and I've come in contact with you though, haven't I?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So 9 times out of 10 though, I will agree with you that it's going to be one of the two, what you've just said
Generally,
there,
because
isn't it?
we generally get
Yeah.
sent to stuff, don't we?
Yeah,
So we either come across stuff or we get sent to stuff.
Yeah.
So when we get sent to stuff, you're either going to be a victim or
Yeah.
you're going to be the person who's alleged to have done something.
Yeah,
aren't
the
you?
perpetrator.
Yeah. So generally, if you're the victim, you're talking to us in circumstances where something not very nice has happened to you, and if you're the offender, you've done something wrong and you're generally going to go off to the nick, aren't you? And spend some time locked
So
up.
if you're the victim, surely there's not going to be that gap built. You're going to like, it, aren't you?
Yeah, they're the ones who call.
Because you're the rescuers, so to speak, if you like, if that's the right terminology.
You're still bumping into the police in a stressful situation, aren't you?
Yeah.
So,
okay, but so there is a bridge to be built.
Yeah.
So my idea to build that bridge, right, would be this: to get a badge, maybe designed, right, to go alongside the thin blue line, right, to represent the people that obviously you've been the cop 28 years, did you say?
Yeah.
Right. So you'll know there's people who's died in police custody. There's people on some occasions sadly been murdered in police custody.
Right.
I'm not just saying Cleveland, I'm saying up and down the country. So what I think is if you wore a badge to go beside that one, right, that it show that you're being impartial and you weren't just like,
well,
do you know what, our
colleague?
Well, you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be.
I don't think a badge would make you impartial if you weren't impartial.
Well, so
it's
if
like any walk of life, isn't it?
So
it's
no.
like any walk of life, and I understand that where people say, you know, you're supposed to be, obviously above that of your police officer.
Especially while you're in the uniform.
You get priests who get locked up, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah,
you get police officers locked up. You get fire brigade. You get nurses who there's a nurse going through the course at the moment, isn't there? Who's being suspected of killing babies.
Unfortunately,
so, do you know what I mean? It happens in any walk of life and you can't get away from it.
I know, but it's a little bit worse when it's a police officer though.
Well, it's human nature, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still worse because you're held to a higher standard, aren't you?
They do try to root you out, but at the end of the day,
and unfortunately,
you're going to have people, that's life, isn't it?
What would you do if you come across an officer that was doing, or a constable, because there's no such thing as a police officer, really? What do you mean? An officer's more in the army is an officer. It's a police constable. Even an inspector's a constable. All the officer constable, you know. Yeah, right. So
I agree with you, but they call everybody police officers now.
Yeah, but that's the wrong. That's wrong.
Gender neutral, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's wrong. It's not officers. You're police constables, is what you are. To be fair, the proper terminology.
It's a bit of an old terminology, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
but
it's not used that much.
Yeah, but the proper terminology, right, is police constable, not police officer. Right. And we never use, especially you guys, just call yourself, I'm a police officer. Why is that?
To be fair,
do you say I'm a police constable?
Well, I say I'm a police sergeant most of the time.
Right. Yeah. So my question's this: if you've seen a police constable, because I even fall into the trap and say officer, right? But police constable doing something that they weren't supposed to do. So say you were on duty in that van now, right? And there's a big van full of yous, and the driver says, "Look at him, he's wearing a mask. I think we'll do a section 1 apiece on him to search him to see if he's got anything on him that he hasn't." You know for the fact that he hasn't got the grounds, he's just policing on his feelings. You're the good cop. What'd you say to him before he stopped to come and challenge me and misuse and abuse that legislation? Would you say to him, especially being a sergeant, would you say to him, no, we're not going to do that?
Yeah, I would, because I'm a sergeant. Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
The smell tells me different though, Sarge.
It doesn't tell you different.
I hope you would, you know, because you know what it is.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah,
do you?
I would do it, because I'm the gatekeeper with the rest of the guys on the van, to make sure that they don't step out of line.
But so, have you ever come across anyone that has done something like that?
What?
I tried to then.
Took people to task. Yeah, I do it all the time. Well, not all the time.
No, I'm
every now and again, somebody might step over the mark, and I can't give you a specific example.
And you put them back in line.
Yeah. Well, that's my job, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's what we need, isn't it? Don't we?
Well, that's what you do. But remember, a lot of the time.
Well, listen.
Remember the time the stuff you see in the press is all just.
What about personal experience?
Well, look,
you can't argue with personal experience, Sarge, shall we?
I know you can't.
But you know, and I have been a victim of police misusing and abusing legislation. A few years ago, when I didn't know what I know now. And if you did try to do that to me now, I'd be saying you haven't got the grounds. I'd be asking for the grounds. And even if I knew you hadn't had the grounds, I'd let you do it under duress of court.
Are you one of these guys who goes around trying to do a bit of audit and the nicks and that?
Audit? Isn't that like where you go into companies?
No, you know what I mean. Where you go and film outside the police station. And
I've seen it. I've seen it.
You purposely want somebody to come and challenge you, and then you get annoyed when.
Well, by the experience that you've had from me today, would you say that I'm that kind of guy? No. I'd rather stand and have a conversation with you, mate. you know.
No, I was just asking you an honest question.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
and I'm
you've
giving
said
you that.
no,
I'm
that's
giving you.
fine.
I haven't said no.
Yeah.
I didn't say no,
Well, there is
and I didn't say
there's a lot
yeah.
of footage like that, isn't there?
Right.
Have you ever done that then?
Done what?
Been outside like the police station filming
Of
and
course I have.
trying to like get somebody to come out.
trying, not
Stop.
trying.
Has somebody come out and stopped you then?
Yeah,
Have
I've
they?
been misused and abused loads of time by police officers.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to look at you now because you've got that uniform on and think, oh, you're one of like that fucking daft cunt. I'm not going to think that. I'm going to judge you on your own merits. Like you should judge me on my own merits and not think all auditors are the same.
I haven't judged it all.
Well,
Get the camera on and talk. Get the camera.
are you alright?
Right, go get the camera on and all that.
It's alright, I've got my GoPro on it, gamer. Is it? You come across some alright cops here?
Roger that, soldier. Roger that.
How many is there any more of you in there back?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there is.
Oh yeah. So, what I was saying to you, Sarge, to be fair, right, it'd be unfair for me to judge you on others' behaviour, wouldn't it? And I think it'd be unfair for you to say to me, have you been to a police station to try and manufacture a response?
Yes.
That's what you were getting at, weren't you? To be fair,
yeah.
right? So
It makes
the answer.
good viewing on Facebook.
So
doesn't it?
no,
Yeah.
no, but that's what you think, right?
Yeah.
Because what it is, believe it or not, when you're getting paid off YouTube, right? Once there's hands-on and violence and all that, then the ad revenue goes down. So what I want, right, is I want a good response. I want a good I want to have good dialogue with you. And then
So
I'm going to earn more.
YouTube channel, have you?
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
How many views you got?
How many views? Over 3 million, just
Have you?
over. In 2 years.
He makes money while he's asleep.
Monetised it.
Well, yeah,
makes money in his
obviously.
Yeah.
And you know, some of us make more than people who go and do a proper job.
Yeah.
It is a proper job though, because we're getting paid for it. What's a proper job? We go out, we do a service.
Yeah.
You go out and do a service and you get paid for it. So going out auditing is a proper job,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Makes you money, doesn't it?
I'm telling you, some of the money.
And you're not harming anybody as such, are you?
No,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, right, I don't.
So do you hope for somebody who comes out who doesn't know the legislation, who
Well,
you're like, oh, really, he doesn't know what he's talking about, or they don't know what they're talking about.
No, but what I would say,
trained on it.
but exactly, that's what I was going to say, is to be fair, you should know the legislation, shouldn't you, really?
Remember, there's a lot of laws to learn.
There's a lot of laws.
And if
when
you've just
you-
started, especially if you've just started,
shouldn't
there's
give you
a lot
back
of stuff that
until
can
you've
fry your
read.
brain, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to know.
Okay.
And
So,
to have somebody filming outside the police station, is that high up on the list of things that you should need to know in the first few years? I would say not. You probably
well,
need
yeah,
to know about
in this
people
day,
shoplifting and people
But in today's-
assaults and
in
criminal
today's-
damage and
I-
stuff like that, don't you? That's your
Sarge,
bread and butter stuff, isn't it?
do you know what? I've got to disagree with you.
Yeah.
In today's climate, then I'd say, yeah, they need to know, because it's happening every day, isn't it? So in today's climate, I'd say, yeah, it's definitely high up there, because if they don't know, what happens is, I don't want to do it, but just because I
To be
don't,
fair, the legislation about freedom of the press has been out for years.
Yeah.
So,
Go on.
public ordering, protests and everywhere else. So, you should know that. People should know that, and the press get free movement. And obviously, I know you're not a member of the press, but the press have got free movement in regards to like protests and stuff like that. And just because they film some of that, you know, you don't want them to film, or you prefer that they didn't film it. Doesn't mean you've got a power to stop them filming. So.
right, so to go back to your thing with your original question, right, I don't want to start suing and taking civil action against the police. Just because I don't want to doesn't mean that I won't if I feel like I've been wronged. Because if I ran over there now and smacked someone in the face, you're going to come and take action, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Aren't you? I'm going to get arrested, aren't I?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be held accountable.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, if we're held accountable, which we should be, then so should you guys. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to take civil action. But if I have to, I will. And I don't.
Does it get you more hits?
No, these kind of interactions. But if it got me more hits, wouldn't I be coming over going, you fucking dickhead, what are you going to do? Look at after day. Wouldn't I be antagonising you in some way? If it got me more hits, wouldn't I be antagonising you? Surely I would be, wouldn't I? Wouldn't I be like looking suspicious and like spying at you? You know what I mean? Wouldn't I try to be arousing your suspicions? Wouldn't I?
You do stick out a bit, like, to be fair, with a big camera on and the mask.
The mask though, right,
Yeah.
not forgetting, 2 years ago, we were getting ordered to wear them, man, and look, I'm not lying, I'll show you, I'm not lying. I'm asthmatic, so I'm a bit para,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what the mask's for,
Yeah.
do you know, and again, and it's a bit of what it is, it's not against the law though,
Oh, no.
you know, that doesn't mean I'm trying to manufacture, it just means, you know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
standing up for my rights, man,
Yeah.
you know, don't use them, you lose them, isn't it?
You agree?
You know, but listen, do you know what, to be fair, you know yourself, you've been a cop for ages.
Yeah.
Cleveland Police were the best in the country. I don't know if they are the only one now, but the first and only one when it come out that they failed in every department gone,
Yeah.
which is unacceptable, isn't it?
Right.
Well, they failed in everything. Every
Yeah.
department they failed in. You know,
It's
you
had
must
some
know.
troubles, yeah, it has
right,
some
and
troubles.
that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
But today, on a day, interactions that I've had
Yeah.
were like yourself, 2 down there and 2 round the corner.
Yeah.
You've been alright. The other one, I said to him, if looks could kill, you'd be on a murder charge. Right? But the other one round there, he was alright, but then there was a bigger guy with him.
Yeah.
And like I was talking about section 44 getting repealed. Section 44 getting repealed, right? Through police constables,
Yeah.
misusing and abusing it, and it got repealed. Got took off, you've got section 43 left now, right? And the way that's going as well, I reckon you're close to getting that repealed, because unfortunately the amount of police forces up and down the country that's been through the civil courts, I haven't, not section 4, I've never had a section 43 misused on me. I have section 1, I've false arrests and all that. The interactions I've had today on it all has
Yeah.
been positive, apart from the one, I got the feeling he was a bit of a tyrant. That was just the
People don't like being filmed a lot of the time, do they?
you always wear cameras. So how can you walk about? How can he walk about with a camera going, I don't like being filmed, me? Don't like being filmed.
There's a bit of a difference.
Well, it's not.
Because the general footage that, remember the cameras don't tape all the time, and you only turn them on when there's an incident on go, and then unless actually something results at the end of that incident, like an arrest or something, that footage that camera just goes back in the holster, and it gets deleted after 28 days.
28 days, yeah.
Yeah. So unless they actually save that footage,
Yeah.
it's gone
But-
anyway,
but
and
the-
nobody ever sees it again.
But you're only taking your word for
say
that.
your footage is you film it on purpose with a person who's just going about their daily work, and you putting it on a social media channel.
Don't you think that police constables should expect, in today's society, in today's current climate, don't you think you
It
should
was
be
never on my
suspected?
terms and conditions when I signed up 28 years ago that you're going to have a camera shoved in your face every 2
But in
minutes
today's,
and end up on social media.
but in today's,
And we don't get any extra pay for it. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
hey man, I'm on the telly.
yeah, but in today's
I've
climate,
been on the telly. I've been on the telly. I was
but
on
in
Vlog
today's,
years ago.
in today's
Yeah.
climate though, don't you think the police officers should half expect that?
We expect it, but you still don't get any extra recognition or payment or.
Do you think you should?
Job anyway, isn't it?
What other profession gets a camera shoved in the face every
I'd say
2
a
minutes
lot.
when you're at work?
I'd say fire engines.
Does it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fire
Right,
engines.
there's not, I haven't seen. I watch the footage on YouTube and
Do you watch
Facebook.
them?
and
Oh,
that.
do you watch?
Yeah, I just watch anything that crops up. I don't see many. I don't see many fire lads or fire
All right,
lads
then.
getting their film.
Oh, you subscribe to?
Oh, generally kayak fishing one. And,
No.
What do you mean?
Like, aren't
It's just.
you subscribed to any of the auditors?
No, they
Why?
pop up on me things every now and the thing is on Facebook, you start watching one,
Then
don't
they
follow
all
them, and then your next thing is you pop up another
I
one.
know,
the next
so you
day,
may as well
don't
just follow them.
Yeah. I don't want to watch them all the time.
Why?
Yeah.
Do you-
I prefer the stuff with.
So do you watch them, right, and think what it is?
You're right.
If I was there, you fucked up there, I'd have done A, B or C. You must look and think, why didn't you do that? You must do.
Must be able to learn.
Yeah,
from
some of them are trying to just get a rise around us. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
And maybe some people just get a little bit,
them. I've learned from them.
no, but
a bit
listen,
annoyed when they don't need to be.
so okay then,
Yeah.
you're saying that someone trying to get a rise, but what they're doing to manufacture that then?
You know, like exactly.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You're asking questions you know the answer to.
No, Sarge, listen.
Yeah.
Like I've said to you, just draw off your experience that you've had with
Yeah.
me today, please.
Yeah.
Right? I do not go to police stations and antagonise in any way.
Right.
I go about if and when I do,
Yeah.
and a video. That's it. I don't hard round corners and peep out or anything like that. So what I'm saying is, how do they antagonise? Because I haven't seen it. Come on,
So,
Sarge.
if you turn up with a camera,
Yeah.
like yourself, today, and you've got your mask up,
Yeah.
and you start creeping around the outside of a police station,
So creepy.
you know what I mean?
Right.
You're gonna raise some suspicion somewhere around, or somebody somewhere they're gonna go, oh, what's that person doing? That's the bit about getting the rise, and that's the bit where
Right.
you know for a fact that that's getting the rise.
So okay then, there is auditors
Yeah.
that go outside police stations and don't wear a mask and still get the same response to the ones that do.
Yeah,
So let's take the mask away then.
yeah.
So how they're trying to manufacture then? If you're saying that they're using the mask to manufacture that, if they haven't got a mask
It's
on,
the
what they're
hiding
doing?
the identity bit, and it's the trying to make themselves look a little
But
bit more.
aren't we entitled to live a private life? Isn't that one of our human rights?
Yeah. But then you're in a public place and you're trying to film a public building, aren't you?
Right, right. So
that's how you're trying to manufacture it. You're asking how you would manufacture.
Yeah, and I'm
that's
not.
how you're doing it.
And that's right. Well, I'd disagree.
Come on.
I'd disagree with that.
Yeah,
I'd
whatever.
disagree. No, I would.
Yeah.
I'd disagree with that.
Yeah.
You know, you're entitled to your opinion.
It's a tactic, isn't it?
A tactic.
Of course it is. Are you telling me you don't want to...
I've just said
If you
to
wanted to get a rise outside a police station, you would employ a tactic similar to maybe what you dressed up like today, wouldn't you? And the odds, not all the time, and certainly a couple of years ago when it only just started happening, that tactic would work, wouldn't it? And somebody would generally come out and go, what are you doing?
Right,
Wouldn't it?
right.
So that's a tactic, isn't
So what I would say then is
Yeah.
when I'm at a police station, of course I want to speak to a police officer. I want to have an interaction, don't I?
it? Yeah, of course you would.
I don't want to have a violent one or a argy-bargy one.
No, you want to get some views on your channel.
However though,
Yeah.
I will say this, how I am spoke to,
Yeah.
I'll mirror you all day long. So if not you, because you've been so, but if the constable has been a dickhead with me, then I can be a bigger dickhead and stay in the boundaries of the law where I've been. But do you know what I mean? But if he's been sound like you, then I'll be sound like you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, what you've got to think of when people like me turn up
Can't
at a
remember
police.
what your question
I know.
was now.
No, my question was how are we manufacturing? So my question's this.
It's a tactic, isn't it?
Right, so what about the people that
You
go, right?
use a tactic to get
How
the
about,
interaction.
what about people who go like this and don't wear a mask?
Yeah.
What about that? What tactics are they using then?
It's the fact that you would be filming somewhere where some people might consider it to be private, or go, what's the purpose of you filming? If you're an auditor, then I don't have an issue with that, because I know what you're doing is just to get some views on your YouTube. But remember, historically, then that is the if you tried that tactic in Northern Ireland, you'd probably get
couple of lads have done it.
Then you'd probably get a much different
been done.
response.
It's been done, you know.
But you'd probably get a much harsher response
Yeah,
of some.
people in
There's a
Northern
couple of
Ireland
lads
would
doing
do
it
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
and there's a couple of English lads that's been over as well.
Yeah, 100%. It's been
But
done.
what
it's
I'd
in the
say-
environment that you're filming, isn't it?
Oh, you've got it.
So it's not the mask then, because you've just
It's a bit of everything, isn't it? So if you go back 2 or 3 years ago, when there was like obviously you know, a more heightened risk, and you know, and obviously the police officers were going to be the targets of a lot of terrorist stuff, then you're gonna raise hackles, aren't you?
when was the last time a police station was targeted by terrorists?
Well, they haven't, but obviously there has been intelligence that the police officers were going to get targeted, isn't it?
Well then,
This guy just been sentenced, hasn't it?
what for?
He's just been sentenced in the courts, hasn't he?
I don't know.
Young
I'm
lad
not sure.
who was going to target police officers.
Well, was gonna,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they foiled him.
So
Got blocked, didn't he?
I don't know. All right. So yeah, he's standing, he's engaging with us. I don't think this guy likes us, to be fair. He's not accommodating. As oh, look at him. Look at the face on that one. What's wrong with him? Put your window down. Put your window down. No. Wow. I'm going to tell a sergeant to you, man. Sarge, Wow. Wow, look at these. Look at these whoppers in here. Wow. And that's what we don't need on the streets, is people like him, guys. I don't know, hold up. I don't know if you can see that. But coppers like him, we don't need them. Coppers like him, we don't need. Right, let me have a look at this. My phone's gone off anyway. Phone's run out of power.
Go.
No, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to talk to Sarge. Right, 2 minutes I'll fuck off. I'll come back to these guys. Hey Sarge, listen, right,
Go on.
so I've just
I'm
tried
going to do another 5 minutes for you because I'm...
Nice one.
Yeah.
No, listen, it passes your time.
Oh, listen, Dave, I'm
Listen,
all
it
right,
passes
yeah.
your time,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Well, listen, I've just tried. How's it? Do you know the cop in the back, the big one, the baldy one? Is that an inspector?
No.
No. Right, so I've just tried to get the attention, right?
Yeah.
Haven't I been nice and polite with you?
He doesn't like...
No, what he's just done?
You
He's
are?
just tried to self-harm. He's just tried to self-harm and punch the window, mate. The big baldy one.
Punched the window.
Self-harming.
Got it on picture? Got it on camera?
Self-harming, mate. Believe. He's just
Yeah.
been trying to self-harm,
Got it
mate.
on
Punch the
camera?
window. Punch the window, mate.
Which window?
The side window there, the plastic one. Like, because I was looking through, because I thought I'd seen pricked on his shoulder, like from the front. So I was looking through, and he punched and like done some tried to self-harm his knuckles. Do you know what I mean, Sarge?
Silly of it, though, wasn't it?
Huh?
A bit silly of it.
Bit of a silly lad.
At least you're honest. At least you're honest, Sarge. I like that. I like honesty. Yeah, so what I was going to say
You
then.
have weird sometimes, you know. I've got to tell you, she's do.
What, like every other
Yes.
human being on the planet?
Yeah, but you.
Not robots, you know.
No, but you's a L to a R, yeah. We expect more,
You
don't
want
we?
us to be robots.
So if I went to court for theft,
Yeah.
right, say I'd get 6 months. For just example,
Right.
And if you went to court as a copper,
Yeah, yeah, I'd get...
you'd get a lot longer, wouldn't you?
Of course I would, yeah.
Why? Because you're up there, aren't you?
Yeah.
We expect
So
better,
we should get
don't
more
we?
pay then, shouldn't we?
More pay? Don't
More
you think
pay.
that I'll pay you enough?
No.
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 Seriously?
10 years ago, my missus...
Everyone knows
my
the cost
missus
of living.
earned about 10 grand less than me. Yeah, she's overtook me now. She does exactly the same job. Manager
cop?
for Royal Mail.
Oh, right. I thought you were saying she does exactly
more
the
than me
same.
now. So our pay rises over the last 10 years have been that bad. In fact, some years we haven't had any.
But what about the train drivers? What about the doctors?
You don't.
What about the
Well,
what about the
listen,
nurses?
Doctors and nurses, different case. I don't have an issue with that. But I'm not saying a train driver shouldn't get a pay rise as well.
Right,
A train driver doesn't go in and have to tackle somebody with a knife, does he?
right. Okay, I get that.
Or
I
get belted as part of his job, does he?
I get that. But you know what you're signing up for, don't you? To be
Yeah,
fair.
but you should be paid accordingly, shouldn't you?
But you must have knew what you were getting into, and
Yeah,
you must have knew what
I
the
did.
wages
Well,
were.
yeah, the wages were, and you were promised a good pay rise every year, and we haven't had a good pay rise every year.
That's
But I'm
the
stuck
government.
now, can't I? Because I can't get out.
Why can't you get out?
Because
You can go
it's-
and get another job.
Yeah,
You can go and get
it's
ask
pen-
the
lose-
manager of the
you
Royal
lose a
Mail
big-
to get you a job.
You lose a big chunk of your pension.
Oh dear.
Okay, here's a question actually I want to ask you. So a cop, right, say your cop there, the one who's self-harming in the van just now,
Yeah.
right, in front of me, does something and breaks the law, right,
Yeah.
and gets suspended, should he keep his pension or should it be withdrawn?
Right. So, what a lot of people get confused about with pensions and start saying something like, "Oh, he should lose his pension." And
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
So, let's put it this way: so if I did something tomorrow and I got suspended, yeah. So I
Probably
do
would-
something bad tomorrow.
Yeah.
I purposely do something bad.
Yeah.
I know I've done something bad.
Yeah.
I say steal tomorrow. So it's not the toppest, it's not like really high crime or anything like that. If you're talking about, there's obviously officers who've done things like rapes and stuff like that. So obviously they get, then yeah, they should get the pension slip. Say I got caught nicking something small tomorrow, yeah, and I lose, or I get caught drink driving, and I lose my job.
Yeah.
For 28 years, I've done nothing wrong. So why should I lose that 28 years worth of pension?
Because you're held.
Oh, so
Yeah.
So when I
And a police officer definitely shouldn't be breaking the law anyway.
Right. So
definitely should lose your pension, 100%. All that at least say you should lose your pension.
right. So let's put it this way. So if you get paid now, yeah, your wage, whatever you do,
Yeah.
and for the next, I don't know, whatever. How old are you now? About 50? 45? How old are you?
You shouldn't be a cop. You should be comedian. You.
So, but you.
I liked you up there.
So if you save now £50 a week until you're 80, yeah, and then you do something when you're 80. Does that mean we're allowed to just come and take all your life savings away from you?
I'm not a police officer. Constable, mate.
All right. Okay, so it's 1 rule for 1 month for others.
Well, that's the way it is, isn't it?
Is it?
Isn't it? We see you through the courts all the time, to be fair.
That's why.
We see, and when we go to the IOPC and put complaints in, genuine complaints,
And
we
I
see
tell
it
you
all the
what's happened
time.
as well. So if I did something tomorrow, I've paid into my pension for 28 years. Because I pay a big whack of my wages into my pension. It's 14% of my wages at the moment.
Right.
So
Don't do anything wrong.
I'm entitled to that money.
Don't do anything
because
wrong.
for that 28 years until I do something wrong,
Do you like the top?
it is my no, thank you. It is my entitlement to that pension, so you
I
can't
don't-
take it off anybody.
No.
So no, you shouldn't strip anybody's pension. Is the answer to your question?
Well, I disagree. I definitely disagree. Yeah. Just because you're an elder, yeah.
All right.
We expect more.
Yeah.
Police
What about
constable.
that? So what about that 28 years of good service that I've done? Do you want
what
to
if you
penalise me for that as well? do you?
Listen, you.
You want to take all my pension off me for that 28
Let
years
me answer you.
where I was up until the. So if I did something tomorrow and I turn into the bad cop tomorrow and I need
Yeah.
sacking,
Yeah.
but up until that date, so all that 28 years of good service, you want to take my pension off me for
Definitely.
that bit as well?
Definitely, yeah.
You-
Right, and I'll tell you this, right? You know
Yeah.
you look criminal.
And that's why I
you
don't
lock-
take it off you, because
Listen.
it's in my entitlement.
Okay, let me respond to you though. You lock criminals up every day.
Yeah.
How many times does a criminal commit an offence and doesn't get caught?
Loads.
Loads. So, you've done something bad tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I dare say it's not the first time you've done something bad and you haven't been caught. In that 28,
Potentially.
do you know what I mean? That's what the statistics show. The statistics show that when you commit an offence, you don't get caught usually on the first time.
But
That's
if you, like, say
statistic.
if you were a thief, if you get locked up for theft tomorrow, but you've got a house and a nice car or something,
Yeah.
we don't come and take that off you, do we?
No, but that's different.
Not
isn't
unless
it?
you're a big time thief and you've made
Proceeds of crime.
pounds of it.
Proceeds of crime.
You go and pinch your Mars part tomorrow, we don't come and take your
So that's
Mercedes
it.
off you, do we?
No, because that's got nothing to do
It's
with me.
exactly the same.
It's not.
It's the same argument.
It's
Of
not.
course it is.
It's definitely
It
not.
is.
It's
Of course it is.
definitely
It's the
not.
same argument.
It's not.
You might as well come and take me house as well then, mightn't you? Take me house, take me missus away.
No, but listen, if your wages are that,
Take me car,
if your
take me
wages,
dogs.
what dogs have you
Take all
got?
my fishing-
I'm a dog
Take
person.
all my fishing gear.
What dogs have you got?
Couple Labradors.
Yeah, lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
Why have you ever been in dog section?
No.
Would you?
The horses.
Oh, you said you were on the horses. Why not dog section then? Dogs are brilliant, mate.
There's a lot of restrictions on it.
Should a
Generally,
taser-
most of the dogs go home with people and live in the back garden. I've got neighbours inside, back a lot doing it. They always end up falling out with the neighbours generally.
Okay.
A lot of the dog lads because of the
Right.
and lasses.
So
Because
what?
the dogs bark like anything.
I was going to ask you something then. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. I was going to ask you something really important.
So do you identify as a male then, yeah?
Oh, right.
No,
Hang on,
because
no.
no.
Hang on, no.
How is Sarge? Don't let him point it off.
Minutes is up.
Hey, you listen. Listen. Have a word with him, though, and tell him that. Look, he had a
Yeah.
Listen, Sarge. Please let me tell you this. Tell him he had the perfect opportunity to build bridges like you, Sarge. Sergeant, listen. Can I say
Right,
this?
good
Though?
night.
Can I say this? Thanks for engaging. Right. Hey guys, listen. Hey.
Don't be self-harming.
Hey, you, in there, behave yourself, you, because I'll tell the sergeant to you. Don't not be self-harming anymore. Sergeant, have a word with him. Self-harming, no good.
No, no.
Guys, unfortunately, I didn't get it on camera, but this guy here, I'll show you. He's in there now. He's baldy. I'll show you. So I thought that he was an inspector, right? So I was doing that like that. Look, he doesn't want to be on camera, which is fair enough. We'll respect that, right? So I've come round like that. Have a look, right? And he punched, and he was self-harming. He was self-harming, guys. The cop was self-harming in front of us. self-harming, guys. The cop was self-harming. I think there's dog section down here, you know we? Right guys, let's go for now. Hello. Hiya, what kind of dog have you got?
I've got a couple in there, mate.
What, have you got a Mallee?
Go ahead.
Sorry mate, I'll set back so you can do your comms. Let him do his comms in peace, innit? We don't want to disturb anyone. Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm talking on the radio.
Alright, I'll step back. I don't have to, but I will.
Sorry, I'm just talking on the radio.
Alright, alright.
Nice one, thanks mate. Have a good one.
Hey, can I just have one? No. Oh, you tyrant. See you later, you tyrant. What? Know what I mean? See what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? You have the perfect opportunity, like the sergeant. Do you know what I mean? Little beaut. I'll come back, yeah. You only want to know if he had a Mallee and tell him, I bet you my Mallee would race your Mallee. Do you know what I mean? Bet my Mallee's bigger than your Mallee.
Big up DJ, keep up the good work, we love you.
Respect, thanks lasses, enjoy it. So there you go guys. I think we're going to wrap it up here at the Riverside, Arctic Monkeys. Big up DJ. Unfortunately DJ, I didn't have no keyrings on me. I told them about it and they were gutted. I'm going to have to remember that. But guys, that is taking our rights back and Paul C out from the Riverside Stadium. It's been emotional and I'll catch you on the next one. So what we're going to do guys, if you've liked the video first anyway, let me tell you this. If you've liked the video guys, then please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, then please subscribe guys. There is more fantastic Turbinator content coming in the coming weeks, so give it a thumbs up for us, subscribe, put the bell on so it notifies you. And guys, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna bounce, and I can't even do it guys, I'm not excited. I'm gonna split, I'm gonna bounce, and I'll catch you all on the rebound. Until then guys, please stay safe, be lucky, and I'll catch you on the next one. Well, Turbinator time is now over. Oh wait, open the door then. Nice one. We can hear ourselves think now.
Alright, what's the word?
Right, so what I was saying is I've just had an excellent interaction with a sergeant. I've been talking to him there, right, I swear down. He's built that bridge there. He's helped build that bridge because there is a bridge that needs building, isn't it, between the police and the public, would you agree?
Depends who you speak to really, I think.
Right, okay. And do you think when you're in, ran out of power, but I'm plugged in now. Do you think though, as a police constable, because there's no such thing as police officer, you know, right? So a police constable, as a police constable, do you think that it's your responsibility to help build that bridge?
No.
Yeah, go on, I like that answer. I like that answer. If you've seen your sergeant breaking the law, what would you do? I didn't hear him.
Never see it.
I think you've locked me up, yo.
Have you ever been in custody?
I've been to custody, yeah. Wait, let me come round there, Sarge. Not for some time though.
Give us 5 minutes, please.
Not for some. No, I'm going now. Just a couple of minutes.
My brother works in custody.
Right. And does he look like you then?
Well, he's my twin.
Are you what? Identical?
Well, you probably think we are, but we're not.
Right, right.
So if you think you know me, you perhaps know me.
I'll even take my mask down.
If you've been in
Have you
custody-
arrested me?
I haven't, no.
No. I thought you
But
had.
if you've been in custody, he's a custody sergeant, so you might have seen him in there.
Right.
I thought it was me.
I have. I've got a claim in against Cleveland Police
Right.
at the minute. Like I've just been saying to the sergeant there, I don't go right and look to take civil claims out against the police, and the police sometimes put all auditors in the same basket, and I think that's wrong, because it'd be wrong for me to say that your brother, let's just surmise for a second, just say that when I was in police custody that your brother done something that he shouldn't have to me. It doesn't mean that you were gonna, does it? Do you know what I mean? So it'd be wrong for me to put you in the same basket as someone who's wronged me in that uniform, right? So if the police do misuse and abuse legislation on me, then if you see me break the law now, if I banged him now, I'd be locked up for assault and surmising, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
And I'd be held accountable. So if I'm going to be held accountable, which I should be, then I think you should be as well.
Absolutely, we're not above the law.
Yeah, go on, mate. I like you. I like you, Sarge. How long have you been a copper?
20 years.
Oh, I asked you, didn't I?
No.
Didn't I ask you that earlier on?
No.
Oh, the other sergeant, 28, yeah, but he's saying that your wages haven't gone up. And he said when he started, his wife was she's in the post office, she's a manager.
No idea.
And they were on the, yeah, he's saying they were on the same wages, and now she's about 10 grand above him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But do you know, if you've seen an officer, I mean, if an officer got suspended for breaking the law, do you believe they should lose the pension?
No, because they're paid.
They're paid into it.
It's their money, you know what I mean? I wouldn't expect you to either if you're in the job, so why should they?
Yeah, but police are held a bit higher than us,
Yeah,
aren't we?
it's still their money though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I get your sentiment, to be fair. I don't agree with that though. Only because, like I say, that user, we expect more from a constable, don't we? To be fair. Right, listen, I'm going to leave you in peace. You have asked me to let you have 5 minutes. Get your break.
Thanks,
stay safe.
You too, mate.
Listen, we're not all bad, you know.
What have I said?
It was just your look earlier.
That's not look.
I said to you, Sergeant, if looks could kill, you'd be on attempted murder charge.
Easy.
Right, listen, stay safe.
You too.
All right.
See you, mate.
See you later. Stay safe, guys. Thanks for your time. So yeah, there you go, guys. We did eventually get a couple of words with him, but by the looks of it, he hadn't had a break. You know, we don't want to be unreasonable, do we? So we're reasonable, and we're off. Off we go. I'll see you later. So I'll come back to you if and when.